Like the date item. So if you have the assignment on you, or sorry, the textbook on you, problem 1 is one of them. Okay. You want to take a look or?
Let me see a picture of
Yeah. I don't have. Could have posted it here, but I don't know if this one has anything. Okay. Problem 1 is we have done examples of those type. Okay. Let's look at. Take this page if you want.
Oh, it's recording.
Hmm?
I didn't realize that you were recording.
Okay. Let's look at problem number 21. I think that's something. So this problem is, this is the next type of problem. Okay. Problem number 21. Okay.
21?
21. Here it says, find the value of k for the unity feedback system shown in figure, where this thing, if the input is 10 t square ut, so you have a system like this. You have k into s cos 3 divided by s square s plus left. Okay. And then you have this is your unity feedback system. Okay. You're given E infinity, the steady state error, to be 0.061. Alright? And you're required to find the value of k for this. The input is given to be what really is given is R of t is given to you. Okay. It is 10 t square. So if you refer back your notes, you're going to realize what formula can you use here. You can use this formula. E infinity is equal to limit as s tends to 0 as R of s divided by 1 plus G of s. Okay. This formula can be used. What is R of s? Anybody?
In
In this case.
22.
Huh? No one?
It's the inverse of that. Right? The inverse Laplace transform?
Laplace of that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Laplace of R of t, which is equal to 10 over
S squared.
s cube. So fairly simple, okay? And you can note down this as well. R of t is equal to u of t, right? This is unit step function, okay? So R of s would be
1 over S.
1 over s, okay? If you have some value, let's say 7, this will be
7 over x.
7 over s. That's all, okay? This is step. Similarly, R of t is equal to, let's say 7t u of t. This is
7 over
RAM.
S squared.
Yes. So R of s would be 7 over s square. You got it? This is RAM. And here it is parabolic. 7t square u of t. R of s is simply 7 over s cube. Got it? What is unit step? It's a step, right? What is unit step? This is unit step. One step function. So this will become, this is unit step. You get it? That's all. Okay. And if you remove 7, it will become unit RAM. If you remove 7, it will become unit parabola. Alright. So here you can use this very simply, and what you're going to get is s 10 over s square, 10 over s cube divided by 1 plus k into, keep the limit. The limit will still be there, right? S 10 over s cube divided by 1 plus k s plus 3 divided by s square into plus 7. Okay. So you got square. If you do that, that's going to become 10 over s square plus k into s plus 3 divided by s plus 7. You with me? If you put this equal to 0, what you're going to get is 10 divided by 3k over 7. And what is this value equal to?
0.0161.
Right, 0.061. All you got to do is compute k.
So it'd be 70 over 3k,
Hmm.
and then you solve for k.
You solve it. Alright. This is another type of problem you will encounter for your exam. There's one last problem. I want to test your understanding until now, okay? See, if you want to convert this into a quiz.
The homework?
No, there's one problem. Why don't you take out a sheet of paper and try to solve this. I'll help you.
Yay.
Let's look at problem number 22. You can use your notes, okay? It says, again, it's a unity feedback system where g of s is s square plus 3s plus 30 divided by s to the power of n into s plus 5. K here, of course. You're given this, and you're given
Infinity.
the error. The steady state error is E infinity is what? 1 over 6,000. Right?
I don't know, that'd be given.
And R of t, the input is 10 u of t. Then tu of t.
Picard, get out of here, you're sick. I'm
Your challenge is here to find k and n. Tell me how are you going to do it? If you have the table, try to refer the table. Do you have the table on you? You don't have the table?
the one that we drew yesterday.
Not yesterday, but Tuesday. I gave you a table.
The last class, yeah. I've got a picture of it on my phone.
Open the table.
Yes, sir.
First of all, let's identify what kind of input it is.
We don't know what n is.
No, first identify what input.
Well, we wouldn't know because of n.
Input, guys.
Or, sorry, we
Where, what is input here? I just gave you, I just wrote.
Oh. I mean, it's RAM.
Tell me that. What's so difficult about that? I just gave you step, ramp, parabola. What input is this? Huh? It's a ramp, right? So why are you struggling with that? Now go to the table. You need to do this as a quiz.
Okay. This is a for the type. We don't know the type.
What does the table tell you?
Tells you
For ramp, what system type will have a finite? See, what is this number? Is this a finite, infinite, or zero?
be 0.
What's wrong with you?
No. I'm saying like as e goes to infinity, it get closer to 0. But that's the way I viewed it. Okay. That was my thought process behind it. But okay, if you want to say it's a finite number, it's a finite number, so it'd be a type 1.
It's not.
Huh? What is this value? Is it finite, zero, or infinite?
Finite.
Okay.
Making it type 1.
It does not make it type 1. What makes type 1? Type 1 is dependent on this, what this is.
Well, if it's a finite value, E ramp can only be finite if it's a type 1.
Okay. Now you're making sense. So what is n then?
You have to solve for n.
You don't solve for n. What is
Or
type 1
see-
system?
Oh, sorry. So it would
1.
be
N is 1.
Yeah. Table tells you, look at the table. If for RAM, what system type will have finite steady state error? Type 1. So this will automatically become type 1. Why is this not type 0?
Because you don't. The E is not infinity.
E will be 0, right?
E.
If that is for a ramp input, if this is,
it'd have to be infinity.
huh?
It'd have to be infinity.
0 or infinity.
Type 0, it'd be infinity.
Okay. So this is not infinite or 0. Alright. So if you look at this combination, and that's what I'm trying to get from you guys. Alright. Now, once you know that, I think what you can do is you can use this formula again, okay? Or you know what E ramp is, right? What is E ramp? Anybody?
So 1 over S of G of S,
Right.
which would be
Here it just becomes 10 over S.
K of S squared.
You see why? Because this becomes 10, okay? You can use this, or you can use this basic formula applies to everything. Okay, and you can solve this and get it. You can see that if this is RAM, right, this simply becomes S10 over S square, okay, 1 plus G of S. And if you solve this further, it's going to become 10 over SG. Alright. Now you have to solve. What is this value? E ramp.
would be 1/6000.
Okay. This is 1/6000. Okay. And this is equal to 10 over s into
K of S squared.
k square plus 3s
plus
plus
30
30
over S to the 1 of S plus 5.
This will become
It will become
10 over
K times 3 plus 30.
huh?
Okay, hang on. We have 10 over 6.
You have, there's a limit here. Okay?
Yes.
If you substitute s equal to 0, this bracket will be 30, this bracket will be 5, and you're going to get 5 into 6. And you solve for this, what are you going to get? You're going to get 6k is equal to what? 10 into 6000. So k would be and n would be any doubts on this one? Any issues with how to solve this? We won't do anything more today. I think we'll stop. I want you to look at this and tell me if you have any concerns. Or maybe try to do number 1 and see if you have any concerns.
Why did you put just the 10? Never mind. Yeah, what actually? For the R of t, why did you just put 10? So you have, for the E ramp, you got limit of s versus 0 of 10 over s of g of s. So why just the 10? I know it comes from R of t, but why not?
I solved for that. On the right hand side.
Oops, sorry.
Okay. For almost all of your problems, okay, you can use this one equation and get anywhere you want to go.
And that'll give us step, ramp, or parabola.
Right. So what happens is, how do you get the step, ramp, parabola? You substitute for r of s equal to step, ramp, parabola.
So it's just the Laplace transform, and then.
So you can use that formula for step, ramp, and parabola?
If you do step, r of s is 1 over s.
Correct.
You got it? If it's a unit step, you use this formula. When does that E infinity become E step?
When it's 1 over g of s. Or, well, that would be your answer. The limit of s versus 0 is.
When does it become E infinity? What is this independent of?
The type. The type of the system. Type 0, type 1, type 2.
Okay.
Or depending on S. Those are asking.
What is the difference between this and that? This, or look at that E ramp and E infinity, okay? You see side by side? These two. This is the same, right? What is the difference between these two? Number 2 and this is the same. You recognize that? Okay.
Is it because it's taking in consideration the R?
Right. That's all. This is independent of the, what is R of S?
It's your input.
Input. This is independent of the input. When you substitute a particular input, if you substitute a step input, E infinity becomes E step. If you substitute a ramp input, E infinity becomes E ramp infinity.
So you're saying whenever you put in RS through number 2, it's going to result in number 1 if it's a ramp function.
Exactly. Ramp input, not ramp function.
Okay.
I gave you the functions, ramp inputs, all these inputs will be given to you in time domain. And I gave you the conversion in those three, this thing. You have to convert it and you can use this general formula for anything. And the only thing is, for example, now, you should be able to recognize type 1, type 2, type 3, type 0, type 1, type 2 systems. Okay. Try problem 1. Why don't you give it a shot since you are here? This is one of the easiest exams. You can score all points in this. Just one formula, and if you know,
How to use it?
yes.
No, it's 3 different questions, right? It's 3 different questions. Yeah, it's 3 different inputs, so it's 3 different answers.
Right, you have to find that answer then.
Yeah, I'm saying you want to do one of them, one of the inputs.
Literally the question.
You can do both of them.
No, it's 3 of them.
You can do all three of them. Do one of them. Take one of the inputs and do one of them. Let's see if you can do it. Do it as part of your quiz.
Number 1
Hmm.
from the homework.
Try it.
Do you, off the top of your head, Dr. Sunny, do you know what number that is? I don't have Blackboard pulled up right now.
No, it's in the book.
Oh,
He's
number. Okay, so
He's supposed to in Blackboard, but he did it this morning.
It's posted on Blackboard.
Did you do it this morning? Yeah, that's what you did this morning. I checked it late last week.
Just look at number 1. If you want
It's
a
like
picture.
number 1 on this, right?
Huh?
Number 1 on the book.
Yeah, number 1 of the book. Right. So if you want, you can take pictures of number 1 from the book. You can keep it there, that's fine.
Because you wrote down what was on the right side. No, it's on the no, the other joint, the step up for stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Huh?
I heard a certain fact.
What? Nukes?
Hang on. No.
Nukes? What's that?
Oh shit.
You share the class too?
I got a UD cruise. I got an AD cruise. I got an AD cruise.
When did you set sail? Tony,
What's that?
when you set sail?
It's in May.
What phase?
I'm first phase.
What are you doing once you get right here? Are you multiplying this bottom row out?
Substitute s equal to 0.
Well, this goes to 0. This goes to 0, and this goes to a number over 0.
So compute that, and that's what I told you.
Oh, number over 0? You want us to do a number over 0 for this? Because you should get what the graph is, the table. Right.
So what system type is this?
That's where it's probably type 1.
So you have to make sure what value do you get for step input.
I don't know how to do the table.
That's fine. So only one for every system type. You always get only one
Value.
One value.
Alright.
For the other two, it will be 0 or infinity.
In order to figure out the type, you need to calculate this, right? You need to pull this out.
A special the S has to come out of the entire thing. If no S is coming out, it is type 0. If there is one S coming out, it is type 1.
Alright.
Super excited.
Alright, that's fine.
But what is it for RAM? And
Oh, you just want us to do rounds. That's what they only they just gave us one input. You said we do one input.
okay, but for the homework you have to do all of it because exam you make.
Oh yeah, you just said for the quiz though.
But it is you understand how to do it, right? Do it for the other two. I think you are there.
Class, I gotta go somewhere though.
Do one more. You can
I can
do it, huh?
I can do it for the homework.
Okay.
I gotta go change. I'm just reading my ears. test Tuesday or Sunday?
Thursday.
No, not next Tuesday. Tuesday after that. I would
Thursday.
Move it to Thursday.
We've had it on Thursday only, right?
I couldn't remember because I know a lot of people gonna be missing. 'Cause y'all won't
Prepare.
be here.
Prepare for Thursday.
Okay.
We'll see if we need to push it around.
Sounds good. Huh? Nah, I gotta go to the house. Huh? Got to leave right now. Huh? What class you got? Not gonna turn in what you did.
Where is your thing? Quiz, Mohammed?
Okay, I'm trying to do it after mine.
No. Give it. It's now. It's now or never. It's a quiz. It's an in-class quiz.
Oh,
Was it number 22? Or was it
Number 22 and maybe part of C. Whatever Toyos did. Number 22 and number 1. Just one of them.
just one of them? Oh, you should have said that. You should have said
Number 1 of the inputs. Number
Oh,
22. Number 22 is on the board. You cannot just copy this and say,
No.
I did a great job.
I was like, I was confused by what you said.
Yeah, it should be 0. If you do the first one, you should get 0.
Number 22 is all there. You don't have to do anything for number 22.